All right, our next speaker here is a little unusual in that he was nominated to me. I was told, this guy's got a story you just got to hear, and, well, you're going to hear it.
What would it look like to intentionally live on 90% of your income and give the 10% away, the other 10% away? It's an absurd idea, and anyone who does it is absurd. I'm absurd, and I'm hoping you will be too. So, why 10%? The church calls it a tithe, and it truly is absurd. I mean, besides the government, who asks for 10% of every one of your paychecks? Seriously. It's absurd. Look at that. But then I hear a preacher say, if you don't trust me in this church, take that 10%, give it to someone else. Give it to some other organization. I was like, what? I tried it. Preacher man was on to something. Living on less than what you make, intentionally living on less, shifts the question you ask from what can I get to what can I give. Now, before you reach in your pockets and start giving me all your money, start small. Like this couch. I could have sold it for something, but I posted it for free on Craigslist. Check this, within 5 minutes, guy calls me up. My daughter's in the hospital. I had to move. I got no couch. Whoa, 5 minutes. Then he shows up with his beat-up Honda Accord, straps the couch on top of his car, and takes off. The dude needed the couch more than I needed a few $100s. Seriously. Now, sacrificing a possible gain, that's one thing. But sacrificing something you've come to accept as normal or something to which you feel entitled, that's something else. Like that coffee you drink. Now, I know average American spends over $1,000 a year, and some of you a month, on coffee. We are more caffeinated and juiced up than any other generation. It's crazy. Ooh! Or all that money you spend on clothing to cover up your pretty parts. Now look, I'm a fan of lingerie, but is that secret that Victoria has worth over $5 billion a year? Whoa, all right. Let's say you push past the hard stuff, okay? You cut some coffee and clothing out of your budget. Then the fun begins. Then you gotta decide, where am I gonna give this money? Imagine this. It's your birthday. You invite a bunch of friends over, but you clearly state on the invite, no gifts. Then, at some point in the night, you walk up and you're like, hey, it's time for gifts. Man, it's awkward. It gets so awkward. But then, you slip away and you get gifts for everyone who showed up, and you give them out. Dude, it's crazy. And who doesn't love getting an unexpected gift? It's great. Leading up to my birthday, it was so great. My mind was thinking about, what can I get these people? It was liberating and energizing for my mind to be clogged up by someone else other than myself. One local church issued a beans and rice challenge. They said, eat beans and rice for 1 week. The money you save, give away. What? Now that was one gassy experiment. But it pushed my thinking even more. Individually changing your budget, that's cool. Collectively engaging in shared sacrifice to pull your resources together for some big-ass calling, that's powerful. So try the tithe, 1%, 2%, whatever. There are thousands of nonprofit organizations, or you can start with your friends, your neighbors, if you're feeling crazy, your enemies, whatever. Oh, you want me to put my money where my mouth is? Didn't I hand someone an envelope? You got a couple $100 in there and an email address. Give it away, send me the story. I can't wait to hear about it. Have fun. I've learned the stuff you buy depreciates. The experiences you create, those will appreciate over time. I'm not kidding. Intentionally living on less than what you have, it's also taught me that you truly don't realize or value what you have until you start willingly going without some of it. Oh, it hurts though. Your life is a series of stories, and the best stories always involve sacrificing something for someone else. What stories do you want to tell by being radically generous? Have fun. Thank you, guys.